Today we're going exploring. Take the Sportsman out, got the GoPro mounted up, some gear, phone charger. We're gonna go for a ride. I just want to share this with you guys. This is the very first tree I ever cut with the Husqvarna 572 when I got it. This is the very first load of firewood I got when I moved over here, and this is it. I took this section out right here. It was way more work than I thought. I had to move all these branches. This was about a year ago. And there's still quite a bit of wood left on this log, but also this tree right here next to it. One of these days, I'm coming back for it. Anyways, we're just right past where we just saw a nice little buck. They're just now growing antlers, but he was already out going past his ears with eye guards and starting to fork, so should be a good one. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. That was a lot of work. I'll never forget that one. But let's keep riding. Normally there's a couple tree stands in these trees. Beautiful. I don't see anybody's trail cam or anything right now. A lot of water. I mean, that's a huge water hole. Geez, it must be 50 yards across there. Well, I have a rangefinder. Let's see. See if I still got it. From where I'm at to the tree, straight across. Let's see. 56. Did I just see a fish jump? Was that a fish? No way. You see the ripples? I would have never guessed there's fish in there. Should have brought the fishing pole. Alright, let's carry on. It's a good sign. Okay, this is close to one of the spots where I wanted to put up a camera, so I got the ATV parked, keys in my pocket, and it's in my cargo pocket, so no chance of it falling out. We're gonna walk up to the top of that hill and over to the other side, because that's where I want to put a camera. If you know where I am, Don't take it, please. Anyways, it's only about 200 yards from where I got my deer last year. And in the process of figuring that deer out, I learned about this spot over here. So almost every time that I walk over here, I see something. So we'll see what happens this time. Still pretty early. I think the deer are still migrating back in, but we're gonna find out. Deer trail. There's the deer down there right now. I see one for sure. Let's see if we can get a little closer. See her down there. There's two. They have no idea we're here. A little close. They're gonna win this soon. I'm just gonna watch and see where they go. And then we'll go set up the cameras. Another nice buck running away through those trees right there. They're in here. That's for sure. See if I can get a good look at this guy. Just jumped him right out of his bed. He was laying down like right down in here. Right there. And I think we just figured out why they're down here. This meadow I never knew existed. We'll just walk right through the middle of it. Make sure we check for ticks when we get back. I never knew this was here, guys. I never have been in this spot before. But makes a lot more sense now why I always see deer this direction. It's not my ideal camera shot, but this is the tree. No branches in the way. Should be pretty good view. Pop this guy open. On. Alright, let's start taking photos in 7 seconds. Close that up. Wave to it. Pinpoint my location. Location has been marked. Apparently I don't have this downloaded on my maps. I'm going to edit this. We're going to call this camera 1 green, because it's my favorite color. Save. There we go. Camera 1. Alright, let's get out of here because I'm getting eaten alive by bugs. Look at all these mosquitoes. We got to go. That's right here in the ground blind. Looking over this pond. And I got my buck right on that point. Right there. 42 yards. Someone's trail camera box is still connected to the tree. I wonder if there's a trail camera in it. I'm not even going to bother with it. I don't want people bothering with mine, so. Anyways, if you recognize this spot, you know where I am. I had to drag my buck from about right there, that point, all the way down through, all the way down here. Eventually I got met back up with this road, but I drug him through the grass. And then loaded him up. Not that anybody cares at all, but it was a lot of work for me. This took him whole, threw him in the back of the truck hole. It was a forking horn. I'll show you which buck it was when I get back later today. All right, well, we're about done over here. I'm gonna go check out a different spot and have another idea of where I want to put a camera. And I don't know if that one's gonna work out or not, but I saw a really nice buck cruising through this area last year, but I couldn't even get close to where he was. So I came back later and tried to go around the top, and I didn't see him again. But anyways, I want to go check that spot out and maybe see if I can find a better plan of attack, because that area is not hunted much. This area is pretty well pressured right here. This is a lot of bow hunters hunting this area, because a lot of these bucks they're smaller. They're still kind of hanging out with the does. They're easier to hunt, I guess. And so, not that I blame anybody for making their hunt easier, but I mean, I do it myself. But I'm trying to kind of go a little bit different direction this year with my hunts. I want it to be a little bit more difficult, kind of get into a little bit bigger deer. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but we're gonna keep exploring. Hop back on the ATV and head out of here. Make sure I still got my key. Oh, we're good. All right. Look at this spot, guys. Must be something dead over there. A lot of birds circling. Surrounded by mountains. And this creek. It's pretty deep, but it's only seasonal. Last time I was down here, it was dry. And you know what's crazy is I see fish. How the heck? Oh, there's a fishery right there. I don't know if you can see them swimming or not. There's actually fish in here. So it must not totally dry up, but this spot definitely is. And it's dry come hunting season or archery season, August, September. Cool spot. I'm being circled. Anyways, well, we're gonna cruise back up and I'm gonna try to find some mushrooms. They have the morels out here, and I just learned about the morels last year. This exact spot, one of my buddies brought me here. Man, there's a whole school of little fish right there. That's so cool. I wonder where this thing holds water. Anyways, all right, we're gonna hop back on. We're gonna cruise back up slowly and see if we can find some mushrooms.